Hi everyone, so welcome back to my YouTube channel, and in today's video, teacher will be recording a 2021 the new format CEFR English on how you can write the perfect SPM email related to cyberbullying. So we are going to get started right now. So as y'all can see here today, for your SPM short communicative writing, in total there are 20 marks and you have to write within a 80 to 100 word. However, for today's essay, I will go over the word count a little bit because if I give you my 200%, you will at least have my 100% in essay writing. So as y'all can look at this question here, dear Lucy, I'm sorry to disturb you at this time when you're preparing for your mid-year exam. I am very worried about my depressed son. So depressed meaning super duper upset to a point that he may want to, commit suicide. He's very depressed. You are his best friend. Please talk to him. I am sure he'll be willing to voice out his problem with you. I suspect it is cyberbullying, but he refuses to talk about it. And this email apparently was written by Ben's mother, and Ben is your actual best friend. So for this type of question, it is not very specific on what they want you to write. So you really have to go and analyze like what does the question want. So in total, there are three things you have to solve. You have to write when you're replying to Ben's mother. The first one, I'm pretty sure you can see that the first problem that she encountered is that her son is depressed. You have to solve the root of the cause, like why is he depressed and how can we help him? Number two, Ben is being cyberbullied. So if you're cyberbullied, what is the one thing you need from? What is the solution to your friend? What can we do for him when he's cyberbullied? And the final one is that he's not willing to voice out the problem. Maybe perhaps he's talking to his mother and he feels really uncomfortable. So there are three things that we have to address. The first one is that he is depressed. The second one is that he is being cyberbullied. And the third one, he's not talking. So every time when you write an email, or no matter what English question or whatever decisions you're making in life, you must always analyze and ask yourself, what do I want? Or maybe for, in this case, what does the question want? The question wants three things, right? Not so I am going to give you a simple brainstorming here. So we have to think of some solutions, like what is the solution number one, what is the solution number two, and what is the final solution. So today, if your friend is very depressed, okay, so first of all, a teacher will get depressed sometimes. I know, I'm pretty sure during the pandemic, some of us, we get depressed because the MCO has been overly long and the cases are skyrocketing every single day. So if you're depressed, perhaps you need support from your friends and family. Talking to your friends, talking to your family just gives you more time to like find yourself and be comfortable. The answer can be simple at first, but later only we will use some advanced bombastic vocabulary, idioms and phrases. But of course, make sure that quality over quantity and make sure it is suitable for the email itself. So the first one is he needs support from friends and family. And the second one, well, we just assume that the cyberbullying is at the early stage. So the problem is in the early stage. It can be solved. It can be solved. We are not going to go into much detail. Reason being, we have a word limit. So we just write what the questions wants us to reply. And the final one, since you are Ben's best friend, for you, you should shower him with love and encouragement. So basically, these are the three answers to the three problems that we're facing right now. Ben is depressed, he needs support. Ben is, dear goodness, cyberbullying. So if the problem is still in the early stage, it can be solved. And also, Ben is not talking. So as the family, as the friend, you must be loving and you must be encouraging. So this one is the brainstorm. Whenever you're watching my videos, you can just prepare a exercise book and write down the question, write down the brainstorm, and now we are moving on to the vocabularies. So whenever you're writing an essay, always bear in mind that your teacher wants you to write a good essay. So a good essay basically has a lot of variety, but for email, I would advise that you could add some proper words and informal words, but we have a different bit of variety. We have vocabularies, we have idioms, and also we have phrases. So right now we are trying to help your friend. So I will give you 4 phrases first. I want you to listen to me, and when you're writing the vocabulary, you may pause the video. All right. So number 1, Your best friend's mother, purposely message you, hey, Alison, can you please talk to my son? Wow, how do you reply to that? Because the mother is so believing, like she believed that you can help her son. So, auntie, thank you for having faith in me, or maybe thank you for believing in me. I will do my best to see how I can help Ben. The second, third, and fourth one are also phrases like open up is like not really like open up your clothes or open up something. Open up is like you are opening up your heart. You are willing to voice out your problem. And the third one is to support him. So we can use a very simple phrase called back up, back him up. Whenever we're watching any FBI movies, we always hear we need backup, we need backup. What is backup? Backup is like your back and up, like you need support by something. So back him up basically means support. The fourth one is a very common phrase, which is bear in mind to drink more water, bear in mind to wear your face mask, bear in mind to study, to keep yourself on track despite the pandemic. So these are the four phrases, and let me continue first. So other than phrases, we will be using four very useful idiom for this email. No matter rain or shine, meaning no matter what. So I always give this example to my students, whenever you're talking to your parents or your loved ones, you can be like, my dear dog, I will love you no matter rain or shine. My dear self, I will love you no matter rain or shine. No matter what, you'll always do it, no matter what. Number six is nip it in the bud, meaning we must solve this problem. This problem must be nipped in the bud. We must nip the COVID-19 in the bud, like we're trying to solve a problem. So basically, the subject, it always depends on what is your subject. So nip something in the bud. Understand, guys? BUD, by the way. Number seven is poured his heart out. So to tell someone your secret feeling, pour your heart out, or he poured his heart out. My out is missing. I'll edit it later. And number eight is back on track, to continue as expected. So once we help Ben to nip the problem in the bud, he will be able to continue his life. He will be able to be back on track, to be continued as expected. And the final two, minor meaning not serious. The problem is still in the early stage, hence the problem is still minor. So, and the final one is a simple linker. The final one is actually immediately, like, whenever you're eating the instant noodle is ready within 3 minutes. It's very fast. So in no time basically means 好快, sangat-sangat cepat. All right. So number seven is poured his heart out. My out has been missing. All right. So right now, I hope you understand the 10 vocabularies that I mentioned, but if there are still some words you feel like you need more examples, fret not, you can actually use a dictionary and search up these words. You'll definitely find them. But here are the 10 email vocabulary, idiom, and phrases that we'll be using today. So feel free to pause the video right now. And after you finish copying, you may play the video. And right now we are moving on to the next part. So after writing the vocabularies, it is time to write our essay. So for email, right, I feel like it's a very wise teacher feel like it's a very wise way to train students, to train youngsters on how to write emails, because sooner or later you'll be writing an email not to your school teacher. You may be writing an email to apply for a scholarship. You may be writing an email to apply for a job interview. You never know. So writing an email, I would say that it's a essential skill. It is something very important that everyone should master. Both you and I, we should know how to master it. So first of all, always communicate with other people, because this is what we call respect. You can't be like, hey, auntie, your son okay lah. You can't just be like that right now. So auntie, communicate with the auntie first. Thank you for having faith in me. Or maybe in other words, thank you for believing in me. Understand, guys? So the reason why it is green color, because it is a communication. You are talking and communicating to your aunt, your best friend's mother. So this will be our first paragraph, and then moving on, we will be starting to, we are starting to be addressing the problem. We have to give some certain solutions. So for here, I'll be teaching. So as you can see here, thanks to you, aunt. Thanks to you, because you told me about Ben, I recently met up with Ben. So he opened up to me in no time. Okay, so this was our solution. He opened up to me in no time. And yes, unfortunately, he is a victim of cyberbullying. However, he was, he was facing this problem that he was being cyberbullied. The fact that he poured his heart out to me meant he needed support and help from his family. So, guys, as you can see here, he needed support and help from his family is also considered a solution. Solution number one. Solution number two, Ben needs his family to back him up no matter what. This one is the second solution. How can we help Ben? Well, we must support him. We must give him help. These are the two solutions. And the final one, fortunately, meaning very luckily, the problem is in the early stage. The problem is still minor. Hence, as a mother, as Ben's mother, you should quickly solve the problem and help him get over it. So basically in here, you may not feel it, you may not see it, but actually we are giving the mother three solutions and the three things that we can do to help Ben right now, who is extremely depressed and having a cyberbullying issue. Understand, guys? So this is basically the entire middle body paragraph. As you can see, but teacher, why so many colors? Are you trying to draw a rainbow? No, unfortunately, no. I can't draw a rainbow. The green color, as I mentioned just now, it is a communication. The green color is a communication. The blue color is like a linker here, like it basically combines different senses together. It's a linker. And the yellow color is basically phrases, adjectives, vocabularies, and idioms. So even though it's a super short paragraph, there's so much variety inside. So this is what I want you to achieve in your email writing. Understand, guys? So this one is the entire paragraph 2. And the final one, which is paragraph 3, whenever you're writing an email, and the reason why that person is writing to you, because always remember this, guys, why do you ask your teacher for help? Why did you text your friend? Why do you text your parents? Why do you text somebody? Because you always want their help. So it is very important in every email, you must always give advice, no matter what kind of advice. Even if, but teacher, if the email asks me to recommend them a movie, well, if you recommend them a movie, you can give them advice as well. Like, I recommend this movie for you because I know you love romance. I know you love horror movie. Understand, guys? So for the advice, so Ben's mother, auntie, remember to talk to your son gently. And we are giving the fourth solution. Please give him more love, give him more encouragements. He will be able to get his life back on track. So, auntie, don't worry. And remember, if you need me, you can email me anytime. So, we are going to just write, do get back to me if you need further help. So, if you need more help, just contact me anytime. Understand, guys? So this one is the entire essay. So I hope you learned something from this essay. Although I would say that this essay is a simple one, but I think for every student, you have to analyze like what is the problem and what should you answer in order to gain the full mark of English. All right, so that's basically it for today's video. And if you're still here, thank you for learning with teacher Allison. And I have a small extra gift for all of you. I would really love to help more students, and by giving you this special note, I would name it the Factual Elite Sentences. It's a special note that comprises a lot of factual sentences to help you write better in especially your SPM paper 2, your section 2, the guided writing. This will really tremendously help your writing improvement. So if you would really want to redeem this particular factual elite sentence note, there are three things I really need your help to do it. So the first one is to follow my business page on Instagram. It's called English with Teacher Allison. And number two, it's very important. Once you've followed, you must repost the latest Instagram post. So the latest meaning like the latest on the end, the left side, repost the latest Instagram post of English with Teacher Allison. And last but not least, when you repost it on your story, be sure to tag English with Teacher Allison and we will send you the note. My assistant will send you the note within a day. So I hope everyone who's watching this video, you have greatly benefited. Thank you so much for your support and I'll see you for my next video. So bye everyone.